Here's what's unique about the event category. First of all, it's a nightmare from the traditional procurement and finance perspective. Procurement and finance want as few suppliers as possible, used as frequently as possible. That allows them to leverage spend, and that allows them to manage their vendor master. Unfortunately, the very nature of an event is that you want it to be unique. You want it to be something people have never experienced. They're typically global as well. And so it's the very antithesis of what procurement and finance wants, but that's what makes it so effective as a marketing technique. So what you end up with in meetings and events is an anathema to procurement and finance. You end up with lots of one-time vendors or infrequently used vendors. You end up with lots of small transactions. You end up with lots of small transactions in multiple currencies from around the world. And you're probably, as a meeting planner, the most hated person to deal with in finance and procurement as a result, because you've just broken all the rules of using one vendor for a long time with a lot of your spend. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it as a meeting planner. And so those differences in the spend category are what drive the differences in the EvEd platform. And there are a lot of categories like this that have very unique requirements. And because the category has unique requirements, different procure to pay or source to settle solutions have grown up around that category. So, and it's more mature in other categories than meetings and events, but it's happening now in meetings and events. So let's take an example. Let's take legal billing. Legal billing requires a lot of coding and subject matter expertise and is handled by unique systems. Temp labor, requisitioning a person, making sure the 1099 is covered, etc., is also a separate spend category. And so there's lots of solutions called VMSs and MSPs. The same is true in less than truckload and truckload logistics. The same is true in print. Lots of categories have very unique aspects somewhere in that source to settle process that require the software to manage that process to be unique to that category. Meetings and events is just one, and it's probably one of the latest ones.